Hi students.
So hello MS2s.
Hello everyone.
Hi guys.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi students.
Hello everyone.
Hello students.
Yeah, in between we had a small break, but now it is in full swing. I could really see each of you students contributing a lot towards your social work professional growth in attending the classes, field work and all other extracurricular activities.
I was already knowing them pretty well and had a great rapport with each one of them. So for me it was like a quiz for myself to identify who's who. So and I can say I identified most of them. And many of them were very particular in terms of whenever I asked them to switch on the video. So I've seen them and also through the DVDs I could make out who's who.
We came back to classrooms. How like an excited child I was looking forward to meet you guys.
It was great experience क्योंकि online class बहुत boring था for us and for them, and it was wonderful experience seeing them offline. I really enjoyed it. Yeah.
Great, it was a great feeling because when I was teaching them in MS1, I used to fire them and actually I was really sure whom I was firing. So student used to get, for a minute there used to be a pin of silence in the class and it was like, Acha, bolo, bolo, sun rahe ho kya? Then one student used to, yes ma'am, we can hear you. So this was the response.
Oh, it was such an encouraging moment because it was a time when I could actually interact with them in a real kind of face-to-face and really connect with them. That connection, that ability to speak to them and communicate what we really want to share in a deep or rather appropriate way. Knowing that they are listening, that's an important point.
It was quite overwhelming. I enjoyed looking at them, seeing them, meeting them in person. We had taught them, I had taught both the batches in MS1 and then MS2 and in the MS1 when they were in MS1 completely in online mode and hardly anybody would used to put on the camera. So it was really overwhelming to meet them in person.
Oh my God, I cannot express the joy because I can just say that for 1.5 years I was longing to hear the sound of the students, then the crowd that used to be all the time, the rush in my office. So एकदम खाली खाली ऐसा शांत लगता था बिना बच्चे. This college, I could say that it was not a college without the students. So I was really waiting for the 22nd of November when the normal college life would begin for all the students. So I can just say that it was a tremendous joy and I was really filled with so much of love for the students back again to see them on the campus that I was speechless to see them all.
It was really a fantastic experience and it was a very fascinating one because till now we were only like connecting voices to their names because most of the students had their video off. So it was a very novel experience of connecting the faces to the voices, to the names. Yeah, it was a very wonderful experience.
I taught MS2s online, so when they came offline I was not teaching them, but then it was quite amazing to identify the faces which we saw on gallery. It was amazing and I could at least identify most of them.
Oh, it was like, I think it was immense joy to see each one of them and trying to fit their the names with the faces. That was a little difficult and it was very funny because students knew who I was and they would greet me as if they have known me for years and I would try to wonder who this person is. But it was really a joy to see all of them like me.
Interacting with a student is a very beautiful experience. We know each other so well. Eventually it is more than just a teacher-student relationship. It is so much of an exchange of knowledge. We learn a lot from the students. So जब सारे students offline आ गए, it was a very exciting moment for all of us, especially for me. So I really love interacting. It's almost like हमारे दोस्त वापस आ गए. So it almost feels like that.
It is a great experience because admission में भी हम लोग हैं, so we get to know all these आलतू-फालतू questions they ask during admission. We get angry on them, and then when they come to college, and in BSW 3 and MSW 2 and all, they become so mature and handling different situations. So that is really wonderful. Like, for example, now they are handling this entire conference. So we feel really proud.
Yes, of course, they have grown, and I'm really happy because many times I would feel very bad that their batch is kind of the lockdown batch and they are devoid of the college life. And I would even think that whether they would ever be able to come to the college and meet each other and enjoy what being together as a class is. And each time I see them, I'm glad that finally they are in the college, and even though they got less time, but at least they got some time together.
I've seen you grow from first semester to fourth semester because I've been one of the teachers who have been constantly teaching you guys. So I'm very happy to see you grow from a naive social worker to a well-informed, professional.
Surely, I feel very happy, delighted, and satisfied that students have grown after coming to college with our help or with their efforts on their side. It's really nice to see them grow, and we really hope that they will do well in their future life and contribute back to the society.
Watching them grow online was something which was not a very good experience for the teacher, because we are used to offline classes and being with the student and being with them for the group meetings, for the ICs, for the field and in the classroom. Also, whenever we celebrate any festival or we have our student council activities, annual days, so we really missed students on the campus.
Definitely there were like physical changes as well, but I also felt a lot of emotional maturity that came during this corona period. I think a lot of the students also, I'm very proud to say that many of our students did a lot of voluntary work during this corona period, lockdown period. They themselves had gone through a lot of suffering at their personal and family level, and I could see that in the way they reflected, they shared in the class, their commitment to learning in the class, field work. So yeah, I mean physical changes were there that, in terms of some of them came with beard, and I was like, oh, you look different now kind of a thing, but more at the level of cognitive and emotional, I could see the growth.
I would say that about the MS2 students, I didn't have interaction with them at all. Only I had seen them on the screen online, so I was trying to guess who is who from what I had seen them on the screen. So not much I have seen the process of growth or progress in the students of MS2. But what I would say about the BS3 students is, yes, I have seen them grow because I have been with them for 1 year when they were in the college for their BS first year. And especially the students with whom I have been for camp, rural camp, I had accompanied them along with our professor, Mr. Elvis. So their hesitancy to come forward, to speak up, I had to literally coax the students during our sharing in the camp, and I would say that I will not end up this discussion unless I hear so and so person speak up who had never opened their mouth. It was a great experience to see them shine out and not opening their mouth to what I can see them in this year, coming forward, conducting various activities, handling events, the annual day and all these performances and all, and I can see that there has been a vast growth in their personal appearance, I would also say, plus their way of thinking, their outlook at different things, expressing themselves boldly, some things that had to be spoken. So there is a lot of growth, and I can see budding or emerging social workers in some of these BS3 students. So I'm really filled with awe and express my gratitude to the Lord that we are able to have them back with us and with a renewed spirit and great enthusiasm.
It feels amazing. It feels great. And we really hope that students also feel that this interaction has really helped them grow. Kabhi we do become a little strict, but trust me, जब हम strict होते हैं बहुत ज़्यादा तकलीफ हमें भी होती है कि हम आज डांट दिया स्टूडेंट को. but every moment spent with the student, whether you interact with us, whether you speak in the class or you don't speak in the class, we get to know that you are, picking up, growing every bit in your life. And जब आप चले जाते हैं इस कॉलेज से और फिर जब हम मिलते हैं एंड जब एक स्पार्क आपके चेहरे पे नज़र आती है, that is the most beautiful experience that we have.
Actually, it's quite an emotional moment in that sense to see students becoming and flowering, as I would say. They are becoming their true selves, and that confidence which I've seen very strongly in BS3s, you see, and also MSWs. MSWs have been a very friendly kind of a group, in terms of being able to communicate more expressively. But BS3 were a little quieter, and now you can see them so much involved and so much taking part. Yeah.
There is a sense of satisfaction when I see that I played some role, maybe it might be 0.1 or 0.1 or 0.01 in their life, in that process. Probably I think of it in this way, that even when it was online, probably I was a steadying voice. I was somebody in the week, at least twice they knew that this person will be there, online. If that has helped, because the responses showed that it did matter that I was online with them in their journey. So that I feel, and when I saw them being typical any night, I felt that even if it was online, we did contribute and we were helpful in shaping them. So that was something very nice.
They made me realize that the student-teacher connect doesn't have a boundary of online or offline. I could connect to them so well in spite of being online. So I felt that is one of my high points as a teacher. And yes, we shared great rapport and we did a lot of things, fun things in the online mode. And towards the end of the class, I sang for them in the online mode, and it was a very emotional moment for all of us.
Very interesting memory about my BS3 class is that more than around 70% students, they did their research on mobile, which I will never forget. That means they learn same like how we learn how to go on in online education. They also learned and they were perfect. So if students want, they can do anything. I really feel that the students have great strength and they are techno-savvy and they learn very fast and they did it. So that was one of my most memorable experience with the BSc class. With MS2 also, there was a lot of eagerness to learn. Okay. In the beginning they came on video and then they disappeared, and it was like, teaching nobody on like online. But turned out to be good because it was very interactive and they responded well, and also there was a lot of interest in learning. So that is what I remember. And when I came back after when we started with the offline, I was like, hey, is this you? Hey, is this you? So that was, yeah, ma'am. And everyone is introducing each other, and student coming and introducing, hello, ma'am, I am this and that. That was a very interesting, oh, you're the one, okay. So that was a very interesting thing when we came offline here in the college. So these are my memories with my good classes.
Best memory with BS3 is, seeing them on stage during annual day was a great thing, because the previous screening, कोई program नहीं था उनके पास, and I went to the class, told them कुछ तो करो करके. Actually बहुत डांटा मैंने उनको, but they all came to the stage, which was a very happy moment for me. MSW, though offline मैंने उनको पढ़ाया नहीं है, but there used to be lectures के बाद they used to interact on a personal chat about what happened in the lecture, about what they are thinking, what are their confusions. ऐसे कुछ students हैं, so that makes us very happy. Yeah.
As in BS3, yes, in terms of, I remember meeting them for the first time, 3 years back, and so many of them interacting with them, and now as I see them offline, it was such a important time to connect and to really see some of their aspirations. I know for sure like 2 or 3 of them who shared what they would like to take on once they leave College of Social Work.
Online, I think memorable day was, I had a guest speaker, and the guest speaker was, talking about Manrega as a scheme, and he was trying to tell that, it is meant not to give jobs, it is basically to maintain poverty. That's the gist of that paper, and he had joined from Germany, the guest speaker. So I was wondering whether everybody has understood what he's trying to say and things like that. And suddenly, 1 or 2 of the MS2 students summarized it exactly the way he had presented. Though he had not said that particular sentence, they said, in short, he was saying that this scheme has nothing to do with poverty alleviation, it is maintaining poverty. So there was suddenly like, oh my god, this is what I wanted. In BS3 also, there have been moments when persons whom I thought whether they are there or not, they joined, and they shared their experiences. MS2, one other thing I remember is when I asked them to present farm law on the farm law, and 2 of them were actually in their own farms, and they presented the entire thing on what is their experience with farm laws. That was really memorable when somebody sitting there, the person is saying it is surreal that I am online in this in this particular room, but actually I am sitting in my small place in the village and I am supposed to go and work in the farm after this. So that was really, those were memorable. Offline, of course, annual day, the dhamal all of you all did, it brought back a lot of memories. Of course, these are the memorable days.
Best memories are the debates we had in class, the disagreements we had in class. I think that comfort we shared to agree to disagree. And I appreciate that you have been very honest, very vocal about what you guys feel, especially in my MNPO class, where we have debates on whether NGOs are the right approach or should we also collaborate with state, corporate. So it was fun interacting with you. I hope you remember our conversations.
In online, though it was difficult all throughout, but yes, there were few times when students' participation used to be very good. Feedback towards the end of the semester once the teaching was finished. So they used to appreciate it. And seeing that students are able to learn well what we have taught them in the class, especially in terms of values, in terms of dealing with each other, in terms of treating each other, being sensitive to the small things, and also doing well overall. So I feel good about all these things. Yeah, role play was really icing on the cake. Like this MSW Batch, we had done role play when I was teaching individuals and families in this one, semester 1. So they really had done a great job. It was the first time when I was having role play in the online mode, and students really overwhelmingly came forward and participated, and it was really great learning for all of us, even for me, that in online something could have been done.
Like I keep telling some of our MSW students, जब आप research का dissertation लेकर के आते हैं हमारे सामने पर पे, and we have to sign on it. जब COVID-19 नहीं आई थी and lockdown नहीं हुआ तो उससे पहले religiously हर साल हम excitedly नया पेन खरीदते थे just to sign on your dissertation because it used to be such an exciting moment for us also that you are coming up with such a beautiful piece. ठीक है, सबके अपने अपने जर्नीज होते हैं. Sometimes it may not be the best of work that you may have done, but that 2 years of being together, so ये 2 साल we missed that.
Best memory is of course the camp memory that I have with the students, and also the greetings that I receive from the students in the corridor or when they come in my office. And the joy, the wishing, the respect. I think these are some of the great memories which I always cherish about students and will continue to cherish in my life.
Best memories, yes, every time I have a session, it's a memory for me, right? So, because I was handling therapeutic intervention, which means you're dealing with life, a lot of sharing. So, those moments are definitely memorable.
Annual day was one of the most memorable thing I can say, mainly because we could meet each other and share the joy of being together and see you all performing on the stage.
Fabulous.
Cool and committed, probably.
I think energy.
BS3 is a class which gives me surprises, pleasant surprises, because they are otherwise very quiet, and you would feel that like the way, you know, an annual day, it was really pleasant surprise that they came out with a very nice performance at the last time. And they are generally won't ask that many questions in the class, but when I give them assignments, they are quite, they give me quite good results. So that is BSW 3, which is you know, chupe rastam. And MS2 is a very committed class and a class with vision.
They are very energetic, amazing class.
Very enthusiastic, very energetic and lively.
Full of energy, full of life, a lot of hope, positivity, and I wish that they carry this throughout wherever they go, and wish them all the best in their lives.